Excuse me. Welcome back to Jack of All Trades, Party of None. Anime Review, episode number 7. We're here reviewing the final episode of season 1 for the show, known as Jack of All Trades, Protect His Comrades. Yep, the last one. Though the end of the episode pretty much sets up pretty much what we're going to see in season 2 of the show. Lots of setup. And it's a good thing we're getting season 2 coming. When? I'm guessing not until maybe next year. That's presumed anyways. So, basically, Oren makes a decision like, do we battle the dragon here or go rescue his students? So eventually, and Sophia does her best to hold off one who was nearly killed one of her, I think it's Logan, with a sword, holds him off for a bit. Carol is unconscious. She's alive, but she's unconscious. And seems like all hope is lost because this group is about to murder them because they kill Avengers because they dare explore the great dungeons. And then Oren shows up, and the girl, now the girl who's leader of the group, she has immediately recognized Oren. It's not until he gets so close to her face that she finally recognizes him, and of course holds off her comrades really well, takes them out. They have a brief battle, and she's like, "Oren, do you remember me?" He's like, "No." There's a brief image of like a young girl. I'm presuming this is her. And yeah, and of course basically like, yeah, she was told that he died when the village was destroyed. Told by an old lady and some other guy who she's going to kill. She's like, well, since you're alive, Oren, I'm going to allow you to live. I'm going to take my comrades, go kill somebody. You can do whatever you want. And then she swears revenge on them. And of course, Sophia's reunited with her sister Sonia. And then we see the hero in this weird moment where he's training. And for some, I do not know the reason for this. They put him in CGI. I'm like, did they run out of budget for this shot? I'm like, what the heck was this? Like, why the heck is he in CG? That's a good question. Why is he in CG? Don't really know. So, and of course, basically, this is where we mention something that we'll probably definitely explore in Season 2. The combat tournament. And from what I've read, this is not going to turn out well for him. I'm not going to spoil exactly how, but I will tell you that it's not going to turn out well for him. It's like, oh my, about Oren again. Probably his payback for basically having it chewed out by the Guildmaster for going to the floor of Black Dragon is before the team was even ready. Yeah. Also, only 2 members healing party here, just the new Sage, and also just the hero of the party, and that's it. No one else is here. There's a brief scene of this guy with an eye patch, like, oh, Oren's a savior, like Oren injured him. Excuse me. I don't think Oren meant it for. I don't remember if he did. And it's interesting the fact, yes, we obviously have for season 2. I like the case of another anime, which was so obvious it was set up for season 2 that to this day hasn't happened yet. This one, yeah. Oh, by the way, their anime that was obviously set for season 2 that still hasn't happened yet. And that was High School Prodigies Have Easy Even Have the World. Great anime. I think Erica Hessler, I think that was one of the ones she said was deep cut, that one, because they aired roughly 7 years ago. Yeah, 7. Even she appreciated what I put on the list. I probably should have listened when I see Christina V when I see her in August. But in the case of this episode overall, it's good for Jack of Trade. I have none. Final thoughts on season 1 for the show. Quite interesting show. Yes, this was a show. This is actually one of 3 I got into this year. Well, at this point, where I had to start watching it right after the show started. And it was actually the only one of 3 I started where it was. Now, this one I knew about there was going to be a dub for this one. And I think a lot of people were complaining about the lack of familiar voice actors in the show. And then it was like that for the first like 8 episodes ish. And then by episode 9, I think it was 9, it was like the last few episodes, then all of a sudden they added Tia Ballard, Monica Rial, and Christopher Sabat. And while I read on Reddit, yes, I read something on Reddit, everybody was shocked the fact they added these 3 to the show, which, good. Because, of course, basically, well, with this show wrapped up, of course, you think, okay, is a show featuring Monica Rial coming back this month? Yes. I don't know if her character is going to feature in season 4 or not. I don't know. It's a maybe. And that being, That Time Occurrence of Slime. Yeah. Season 4, which is starting up its first episode released on Saturday, but no Now, I have heard there's going to be a dub coming for that one, but I'm going to wait when they announce the dub and I'll watch it then. Because, well, as of today, of course, they did have 2 shows get released today. You're thinking 2? Which ones got released today? Reborn of the Machine Season 3 and Beginning of the End Season 2. Yes, these got released today, but like in the case of other shows, which, as far as I can tell for these 2, there is a dub coming, but my guess is I probably have to wait a couple weeks. I say so, yes. There's going to be a point, basically, where this day is going to have 4 anime, which that's going to be interesting because you have these 2, obviously, ReZero probably. So, in the case of tomorrow, the only thing I've confirmed coming out so for anime-wise is just Jujutsu Kaisen. And that's it. Friday, of course, we are basically Fire Force is officially wrapping up on Friday. I do know that the first episode of season 4 for Death Note is coming out. So next one, that's a maybe, but I haven't heard anything about when the dub comes out for that one. Yeah, I have not heard anything per se, but once I hear about a possible dub, then I'll watch it. If not, I'm just probably just gonna watch just Fire Force and free reign. Yeah. In the case of that, of course, well, we have 1 wrapping up and 2 premiering, but gonna wait for the dub. Yeah. Once I hear about the dub, that's when I'll basically watch it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to notifications. I thought I had time to go back to watching Blue SWAT, but that's not going to be happening tonight. So I'll probably finish up hopefully tomorrow. I mean, there's no reason why I cannot finish up tomorrow. I mean, it's only 6 episodes, so hopefully it won't take me very long. So yeah, so it's a possibility. I could basically get the finish those last 6 episodes tomorrow. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to notifications. Next up basically is going to be a comic corner. Okay, next video. Bye.